If you want to see woodpeckers, it's not too hard. In the bird world, they're extroverts, and they usually aren't very shy. We're standing in a forest right now, Blindon Woods, and I hear a woodpecker tapping away to my right. We have 7 species of woodpeckers in Ohio, and they're quite diverse. The most common species of woodpecker in Ohio, by far, is the downy woodpecker. It's a little black and white bird. The male has a little red top knot, and the female is just solid black and white. And it outnumbers all the woodpeckers by a good measure. Probably the second most common one in this part of the state is the red-bellied woodpecker, which is much larger and has a red crown. We saw a really good look at a red-bellied woodpecker when we were walking around the woods here, and that's one of our really spectacular species, common feeder visitor with a black and white zebra-like pattern on the back. The male red-bellied woodpecker has a solid red crown right down to the base of the bill. The female has a lesser crown. It is red too, but it doesn't come all the way down to the base of the bill. Woodpeckers do 2 things when they peck, quote. When they tap softly, they're getting under the bark. They're after food. So they're trying to pry bark away, whatever, to get at the grub. When they do the long, drawn-out drums, that's their song. That's the male woodpecker, how he sings to the female. Woodpeckers are interesting because they are so important ecologically. The actions of a woodpecker stimulate many other species. So their holes, for instance, which we've all seen, those nice round nest holes they carve into trees, those are used by everything from flying squirrels to other bird species to snakes, and on it goes. So the woodpecker, during the course of his activities, affects a huge suite of species beyond the woodpecker. So biologists call those sorts of species keystone species. Most birds in general are always most active at dawn, the first light, because they're coming out of their torpor, their sleep, especially if it's a cold night. That's true with woodpeckers. Earliest in the morning is probably best, but woodpeckers, they tend to be easy to find and active all day. So really, you can go out anytime, midday, really doesn't matter. You should be able to find some.